Perfect. Actually, I'm right there with this person. I can't stand injustice. Actually, most recently, I saw a movie called 도가니, and I was furious watching the movie, and just so much injustice in the movie, I was going crazy. So I'm right there with you with that tweet. Let's take a closer look at the second example. 사람은 누구에게나 장단점이 있기 마련인데 나의 눈은 날이 갈수록 높아진다. Me too. So you have translated the sentence into all people have good and bad. But my eyes get higher as days go by. My eyes get higher as days go by. Now, 눈이 높아진다. 이런 expression은 솔직히 영어로 똑같은 의미는 없고요. 비슷하게 한번 저희가 번역을 해볼게요. 자, all people have. 사람은 누구에게나. That's okay, right? But good and bad는 그냥 좋다, 나쁘다잖아요. 장단점은 아까 뭐라고 했죠? qualities, qualities. 라는 단어를 넣어야겠죠? All people have good and bad qualities. But, 하지만, my eyes는 좀 이상하니까요. How about expectations? 내 기대치가 계속 높아져. 이런 뜻에서 my expectations 라고 하실 수 있겠어요. Can you see this? I'm going to write a little bit lower so you can see. Expect, and then Asians. Expectations. But my expectations get higher as days go by. Now that's perfect. So altogether, the corrected sentence says, all people have good and bad qualities, but my expectations get higher as days go by. So of course, I have my recommendation as well. And these are to just help you utilize more expressions. The Korean sentence says one more time, 사람은 누구에게나 장단점이 있기 마련인데 나의 눈은 날이 갈수록 높아진다, 높아진다. Now there's many ways for us to interpret, but let's try to utilize a couple of the expressions we learned today. Now we learned 장단점 as good and bad qualities, good and bad qualities. So I could say, I don't deny the fact that everyone has good and bad qualities. But my expectations for the perfect mate just keeps on rising. I know you were able to pick up a couple of words. 자, I don't deny the fact. 그런 사실이 있는 걸 부정하진 않아요. I don't deny the fact. What kind of fact are you not trying to deny? Everyone has good and bad qualities. 모든 사람에게 누구에게나 장단점이 있다는 거를 저는 부정하진 않아요. But, 하지만 my expectations, 저의 기대치는 계속 높아지고 있어요. It keeps on rising. But what expectations do I have or for whom? The perfect mate. I guess I'm referring to my Prince Charming again. 저의 이상형에 관한 기대치는 계속 높아지고 있어요. 이런 뜻입니다. So all together repeat after me. Let's divide the sentences into two phrases. I don't deny the fact that everyone has good and bad qualities. Perfect. The second part of the sentence, please. But my expectations for the perfect mate just keeps on rising. Perfect. I hope you're able to follow along. These are expressions that can be utilized in numerous tweets, even when you're not talking about your personality traits or your characteristics. So we're fully equipped to move on to our last segment of the day, which is Celebrity Tweet. Follow me. Of course, Celebrity Tweet is where we take a closer look at a famous person's tweet and we discuss how to respond back. Alright, so today's guest of honor is Paulo Coelho. We brought him up a couple weeks back, but because he's one of my favorite writers, modern philosophers of all times, I have him again. Alright, he recently tweeted, a very small dose of revenge is always good for your health. A very small dose of revenge is always good for your health. Now, he emphasized very by capitalizing it. That's like bold printing and italicizing. He wants to highlight that it's a very small dose, not very small, but very small. Get it? When you want to create a sentence with more impact, you can definitely utilize capitalizations or italizations or underlining, bolding, and it has the same impact. Of course, it's not grammatically correct in the written English, but in the sense of tweeting, it's perfectly appropriate and so many people do it. To emphasize, you can capitalize. just on Twitter or on any kind of social networking sites where things are a little bit more less formal or informal. All right, so one more time. He said, a very small dose of revenge is always good for your health. 자, 이게 무슨 뜻일까요? A very small dose. 그러면 뭔가 저희 약 먹을 때 small doses로 드세요. 이런 explanation이 있죠? So a very small dose, you're referring to the amount of consumption. 아주 적은 양을 보고 a very small dose라고 합니다. So what's good for your health? A very small dose of revenge. 아주 작은 양의 복수는 제 건강에 좋습니다. 또는 여러분의 건강에 좋습니다. 이런 뜻이에요. Now, what in the world is he trying to say? He's trying to say, well, you need to get back at certain people just a very small amount to remain healthy, to remain kind of zen about your life. All right, so let's see how you would like to tweet back to Paulo Coelho. You want to tweet back. 제 성격의 복수는 못합니다. 제 장점이자 단점이라고도 할 수 있죠. Now we're utilizing a couple of expressions and words we utilized throughout today's lesson. Here you have ready for us. Because of my personality,